In this video we're going to look at how to use inverse operations in solving equations. As always, this video is available at the school's YouTube channel at this address down the bottom here. To start with, I'm going to introduce the concept of flowcharts. Now, we've used flowcharts in other subjects in regards to how we organize and transfer information. These flowcharts are a little bit different, but also quite the same, really. Now, in this flowchart here, the number 8 is considered the input number, and we call it the input number. This is the number we start with, so we're going to put this number into the flowchart and then we're going to follow along. Now, across the top here, if I put some operations, so let's put times 2 and plus 4 divided by 5 and minus 3, we can then use this flowchart to work out and get down to this number, which will be our output number. So let's follow along. 8 times 2 is 16, 16 plus 4 is 20, 20 divided by 5 is 4, and 4 minus 3 is 1. So our output number in this case is 1. Let's have a look at another example. We'll put in some operations. Plus 5 times 2 plus 1 divided by 7. In this case, our input number is 5. 5 plus 5 is 10. Times that by 2 is 20. Plus 1 is 21. 21 divided by 7 is 3. So our output number is 3. Let's try 4 as the input number. Some operations divided by 2 plus 6 times by 3 minus 8. 4 divided by 2 is 2. 2 plus 6 is 8. 8 times 3 is 24. 24 minus 8 gives 16. 16 is our output number. One last example. Operations plus 6 times by 4 divided by 3 minus 6. 3 plus 6 is 9. 9 times 4 is 36. 36 divided by 3 is 12. And 12 minus 6 is 6. So, 6 would be our output number. Now, with flowcharts, we can go both ways as well, and this introduces the concept of inverse operations. Now, inverse operations are the opposite. Inverse means the opposite. So the opposite of divided by 2 is times by 2. The opposite of plus 8 is minus 8. The opposite of times by 8 is divided by 8. And the opposite of plus 1 is minus 1. Doing the same process as before, but going in the opposite direction, we can work out what the initial number is. We've been given the output. We can work out what the input is. So 12 times 2 is 24. 24 minus 8 is 16. 16 divided by 8 is 2, and 2 minus 1 is 1. So in this case, our input number was 1. Let's try backtracking once more. The opposite of divided by 2 is times by 2. The opposite of minus 3 is plus 3. The opposite of plus 7 is minus 7. And the opposite of times by 2 is divided by 2. 15 times by 2 is 30. 30 plus 3 is 33. 33 minus 7 gives you 26. 26 divided by 2 gives you 13. So our input number was 13 and our output number was 15. To sum up, inverse operations. Inverse means the opposite. To do the opposite. As we saw in the previous slide, we went forwards using the operations at the top, and we did the inverse, or the opposite, to get back to our original number. The inverse operation to addition is subtraction. The inverse to multiplication is division. Backtracking is one method for solving algebraic equations. We'll introduce you to some others, but I find backtracking to be one of the easiest.